You need to embrace the change, but need also to create the conditions for these changes.
You're listening to the Affiliate Marketing Podcast, powered by Affiverse, ultimate destination for affiliate program news, insights, growth opportunities, partnerships, and affiliate program strategy. Welcome to the Affiliate Marketing Podcast today, and it's a really cool day today because it's my birthday. So if you're listening to this, we're going to have a really good conversation today because I'm in a really great mood. Joining me this week is Florin, CEO of trafficmanager.com. And I'm going to hand over the mic straight over to you because this man's a legend. I spent some time with him in Budapest recently. We had a really awesome podcast together, and I thought, I've got to get this guy back on the mic again. So, Florin, over to you. Say hello to our audience. Tell us a little bit about trafficmanager.com and how you landed up being on this podcast with me.
Yeah, hello, everybody. So nice to be here. Thank you for having me, Leanne. Happy birthday, first of all. I'm really glad that I'm the lucky one having the podcast on your birthday. So yeah, Traffic Manager, basically we provide affiliate tracking software for pretty much all the industries with a big influence in the iGaming and the cash on delivery / e-commerce sector. I'm the CEO of this amazing company. I'm in the industry since 15 years. I've been an affiliate before. We had an affiliate network, a dating affiliate network until 7 years ago, when we switched and moved the main business model to the software, the SaaS world. Yeah, I just saw more opportunity with my partner at that time. So we did the switch, we sold the network and we remain in the software industry. It's less of a hustle, let's say. But I know all the ins and outs, and yeah, this is all, and it's always like a pleasure to be here and speak about this amazing industry.
Yeah, and how much it is changing all around us all the time. So I want to just get straight in there because you wrote a little bookie work recently, and I say little very like grandiosely because this book is 519 pages of pure affiliate genius. I wanted to get you on to talk a little bit about the book because it really is a fantastic resource. So let's get into the book a little bit, and then we'll talk about what we think affiliate marketing is going to look like in a couple of years from now. But what on earth possessed you to write such a massive book? It's huge, filled with really tactical, like you literally gave your entire playbook of your life, of everything that you've learned in affiliate marketing in this book. What possessed you to do this?
The first question I get when people see this book like this is said, have you written it with an AI tool? No, I did not. It took me 2 years to write it, how to launch and manage an affiliate program or affiliate network. Yeah. I wrote it for 2 reasons, basically. Actually, 3. Unfortunately, there is no material covering this aspect in any industry. Affiliate marketing industry is not covered. The only way to learn something is either by buying a course written by someone which pretty much tries to make money over your back. So it's not something advanced, or you can get hired in a company that does affiliate marketing as an affiliate manager and learn it, which takes you years. But again, you have no starting point. Yeah. So from the educational perspective, my goal was to bring something into this industry that is not existing. And still now it's, I think, the only book which covers this aspect from the industry. I'm very proud of it. Second, I wanted to do some educational marketing with the book to Traffic Manager, because many of our clients that come, when we onboard them, we notice that they know close to zero about how to manage successfully a network. So many of them, after a few months, maybe a year of struggling, they either shut down the business because they have no idea, but they're doing, let's say, rookie mistakes just from the beginning. I don't know, maybe regarding the cash flows, regarding the fraud, regarding how to get on board the right affiliates, the right procedure of onboarding affiliates in a way that doesn't cause you troubles later. I wanted to be the book that that someone can have in his office. Doesn't matter if it's an affiliate manager or a network owner, and can at any time, if they have a little bit of a fog regarding the business, they just go pass to it, the chapter. I also did you most probably saw it, like a nice map at the end. With things that you can do and check on a daily basis when you are running a network. And of course, my own brand awareness, that's the third reason. But it was 2 years of my life. It's something that I'm very proud of, and I'm really happy that people like you, legends in the industry, are appreciating it.
It really is a reference guide. I mean, because the thing is, there's so much knowledge packed into that book that it's like a base point. Like you said, it's a reference point, a starting point for when you get into the industry, what you need to know. But by no means is it the end like game. It's more about getting the backstory of how affiliate marketing works, why it works that way, and the context of it, so that you can then take it forward. And I think a lot of people enter, and you said this right, a lot of people enter the industry and they're just thrown in. They're thrown into the deep end and it's like sink or swim. You either love it or you hate it, and you spin out, or you stay in it for as long as what you and I have, decades in, and we're still learning. But I think it definitely, education is required in this industry, and there really isn't enough of it because we're all still doing it. We're flying the plane and building it at the same time. So I think it's really admirable that you took 2 years out of your life to actually put something together that people can really leverage and use. Curious about your writing process, though, because there were things that you thought you knew inside out, and I bet there was things that you had to go back and relearn again in order to write the book. So what is one memorable moment of a chapter that you've put into this book that you think everybody should read? Like, even if you never read it cover to cover, and 519 pages is a lot of stuff to read cover to cover, what's the one chapter that you think is the most important part in the book that when you were writing it, it resonated with you and you thought, yeah, this is going to help people?
So as you said, yeah, it's a reference point, a starting point, but the book is not written just for the people that are at the beginning. I tried to be honest, I finished the book at a certain point. Yeah. And I started reading it. I gave it to a few people, a few friends from the industry, and they told me like, Florin is too technical. I'm not sure that people at the beginning will understand most of it. So I needed to go back and write it in a way that it's easy to understand even for someone that's not a native English speaker, because we have many in this industry. Yeah. And I needed to redo pretty much all the chapters, which I call parts in the book. I don't call chapters. So one of those, or a part of the book, let's say, it has some technical aspects regarding how to do a post-back integration, how post-back works, pretty much everything that an affiliate manager or network manager should know. But it also has a large spectrum of how to manage efficiently affiliates. Yeah. So that's something I think will bring most of the value to the readers. Yeah. Like I said, to everybody that is getting this book, if it's too technical for you, just move forward, because all the other informations, even if not everything relates with you, just move forward, go into the next part. I have a lot of examples from my own experience there as well, where I explain why you should do things in a certain way. And the way people manage affiliates efficiently, I think, is the most important way. And I have also created a couple of pages, which are some sort of check boxes that you do on a daily basis. So that's something, a sort of a shorter roadmap that you can use to manage efficiently the network.
Yeah, having insights into how to manage relationships early on is one of the best things that you can do if you're coming into this industry, because you are going to deal with affiliates in all shapes, sizes, cultures, languages, and really being a people person is a big part of this role. In the book, there's one strategy or tactic that you shared that you were most hesitant to reveal because, and for me personally, it was the concept of the 5-minute favor. Can you talk us through what the 5-minute favor is? Because I think it's such a good learning lesson for affiliate managers. And even if they don't get to read this book or buy this book, they can at least take this point away with them. What is the 5-minute favor?
So the 5-minute favor, actually, it's not something I have invented. It's something I also read in a book of Adam Grant. It's one of the writers I really like. And it's basically explaining how if you can take 5 minutes of your life and do someone a favor without asking for something in return, will help the industry grow, with the condition that this person also learns the fact that you did this favor to him, and he will replicate this favor forward. And actually, it's quite funny you asked me about it, because it's something that comes out from many people that read the books. They said that 5-minute favor, that this industry is all based on referrals. So refer me a person, and then I will earn some money, whatever. I think that referring someone over a commission, it's okay, it's part of the industry, but I don't think you should push that commission, that refers for a commission. You do it, it will come back to you in a way or another. This is always the way I've did. I know many people in the industry that are leaving upon references. So they do just connect people and get a referral fee out of those deals.
Yeah.
But it's not a business model that you can keep like forever. Let's face it. I think we should also help each other besides being paid for that. So that.
And it's like in this industry where human relationships are vitally important, in networks, in affiliate to affiliate manager, you kind of want to be human first because people remember that. They're not going to remember the fact that you also put a price tag to that favor. So I think it's such an important tactic for affiliate managers to use. Even if you're not that technical, you can implement a 5-minute favor for somebody that gets so much more like return on your investment because people will remember that good deed. And if you pay that forward, it really does make an impact into your career as well. And I've had 5-minute favors. Like I've had people give me 5-minute favors that literally changed my life and or open doors to people that I couldn't get access to before. And sometimes that's more valuable to an affiliate manager than a price tag. So finding getting an introduction to an affiliate, doing that little small favor is something that really does pay it forward in this industry. Now, you work with networks across multiple verticals. So, and you've managed programs, you've built networks, you've got a tracking solution that now empowers all of this to happen. And across iGaming and Nutria e-commerce, like you've worked across all industries. What patterns do you see in programs that really scale revenues? Like what are these brands, these networks doing right that really scales revenue? And we'll start off with the tech because I have seen your platform and it is quite robust. I think you wowed me a few times on the call as well. And I'm not an affiliate of yours, but what do you see from all of these programs that you manage and all of these brands that come to you with programs and networks that they're building? What are the core success metrics? I want to get into your brain now and actually share some of the success metrics that you see multiple times over as well.
Yeah, thank you for that. And it's really cool to be on the other side. Having the knowledge I have because of my experience, it's really cool to be there because I'm always capable, let's say, to give some advices. And I see my clients like, whoa, I never thought about us. Besides giving them the affiliate tracking management platform, call it as you want, to build their network. And we also provide, and me personally, I jump in the calls with most of the clients, especially on the setup part, the initial setup part. We do always a video call with them. We don't just give them the platform. It is what it is. Take it, make money. No, we go there. I jump in the call with them and I take 40 minutes call with them, run them through the platform, to the main features based on their business model. And this is very cool because understanding what will be the business they are about to run into the platform, it allows me to shorten the presentation for, 30, 40 minutes to 15 minutes and tell him, listen, you don't need that feature, shut it down. Because we have a button there where you can hide some features you don't need for your business model. And just I lead them to the platform clean. And this brings me to the next question you had. What works for these people that scale networks, operators, doesn't matter what they are, affiliate programs, affiliate networks, in the iGaming, in the e-commerce, it's pretty much the same. They are very well organized and they try to optimize their internal tasks. Everything which comes into the internal management of the platform, it's organized. It's not let there, you employ 2 guys, put them there and you will make money. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to be in control. To be in control, you need to understand the industry first, or we need to have someone in the company that understands the industry, knows how to deal with a tracking platform, even if it's a very user-friendly one. They still need to know how to read data. And that's not for everybody. You need to know how to read data. You need to know how to help your affiliates optimize their traffic sources, right? And this is also a chapter I covered in my book, saying one of the biggest errors I see in this industry within my clients, and I was doing this error as well when I had a network. I was disregarding the existing affiliates, and I was always trying to find new blood to bring on the table, new blood, new affiliates. While I was thinking I'm increasing my revenue, I was increasing actually just my affiliate database, but not the traffic. A piece of advice I can give to everybody is to treat an affiliate program or any business, or for what concerns me, with the Pareto principle, 80-20. So 80% of your profit comes from 20% of your affiliate. So identify the top 10 affiliates you have, assign a specific person to them. Don't fill this person with daily unlimited tasks like reply to the emails. No, just those 10 affiliates because they are the motor, the engine of your network. So assign a very skilled and talented person in a way that it's a very communicative. So it needs to be someone that understands and is there with them. You may end up paying this person 3-4 times more than a normal affiliate manager, but this is the core of your business. And of course, having the right tools into the tracking platform is the second thing. Having the right tools to give to your affiliates, being responsive to their needs, being there. And this is the part where we are also involved in. Every time we have a client coming with something like, hey, Florin, we need, or hey guys, we need this feature because our affiliates cannot scale because they don't have this and that. We just put it under production. We don't say, maybe, I don't know. No, we just make it because we can also, due to the experience we had before, we can understand that it's something that applies to the whole palette of clients we have. So when someone comes and asks for something, we release it for everybody. Everybody's happy, everybody's growing.
And that's really important from your tech stack provider. And I'm actually having this conversation. It's really great that you bring it up. A lot of affiliates don't work on revenue share only anymore. Like there just isn't a model on, but that doesn't mean the performance doesn't work. So for example, I had a client, they only want to pay a revenue share. Okay. And they've got affiliates coming to them saying, we've got traffic, but we want a CPL and revenue share. So we want a cost per lead and we want some kind of deal when the sale happens. And this is in the SaaS industry, for example, where sales lead times take a long time because there's demos and everything else. And the client doesn't want to think about other commission models because it's too risky for them and because they're too scared to step outside of the box. Whereas I remember when I was looking at your platform, you had such a robust commission model. Like you could do it any 6 days of Sunday. There was no limit as to how you could afford to pay an affiliate. And I think affiliates are crying out for that flexibility right now because they're sourcing traffic from so many different channels. There's no one entry point anymore. If they can get in front of your audience, you need to be able to give them the commission structure that works for them, that makes it a win-win situation. So I think it's really important that, I don't know if I agree with, I'm going to be a little bit controversial, I don't know if I agree with the 80-20. I do agree with the relationship-led, partnership-led person taking the bulk of the partners that drive revenue. But I think we're so far diversified now that if you're only looking at the 80-20 rule in your program, you're not growing it with the newcomers that are coming in because you're just simply not putting resource in the right places. And I think that's another area where your tech stack has to really be organized and efficient, like you said. If you're not onboarding properly, if you're not retaining properly, if you're not building loyalty aspects to keep affiliates engaged with your program, you're only doing half the job because recruitment isn't enough. Affiliates have got so much more choice now than what they had 5 to 10 years ago when they were working with maybe 5 programs instead of 50. And more brands are coming to the market with affiliate because budgets are being diversified in order to get into all of those places, into social, into PPC, SEO, and everything else. So thinking how long you've been in the industry, what do you think the big seismic shifts have been from when you first entered the marketplace decades ago to where you are now and what you see now, having worked all sides really, and now tracking it all for everybody? Like, what do you think the big changes have been from the historical past? Because I do believe that it's important for people to understand what's happened in the past in order to understand how we're going to head into the future.
Let me just give me like a couple of minutes to come back a little bit to the 80-20 rule. It's just that doesn't mean that you will just leave and focus the whole activity on the 80-20 rule. Just secure it with someone dedicated for that. And then, of course, assign someone else to follow up with the affiliates, try to revive the affiliates which are inactive. And maybe the top 10 affiliates, you will end up seeing that list is quite dynamic when you have something working like this on 2, 3, or even 4 layers of affiliate management in the platforms. But the core of the network must be protected. This must be nurtured. It's like a flower. You need to give this flower water. Going back to your question, 15 years in this industry, it's a lot. I can't even believe how much time it has passed. I call them waves of the industry. I ride myself a few waves of the industry. A wave in my definition is when you are prepared, or it's like being the right person at the right time for a specific change in the industry that you can just plug in and play with it. And I've been in a few of those. One of them was the mobile billing at the time when we had the dating network. And the second one was the push notifications when as a promo tool was launched. I ride these 2 waves, and it's amazing when you're there and you are between the first of taking advantage of that because you already have built an infrastructure before and tried to maintain it. Just I realized that, oh my God, I just plug and play this into this and it's working, I can make money. And other people are just starting to work on it, and until they reach that point, that wave already almost passed. So this is what people should try to look at in the industries. Right now, the biggest wave we have, we all know, it's AI. It's everywhere. And I think the most important part here will be especially for people like affiliates, okay, doing SEO changed a lot now. Maybe I don't have specific numbers, but I know there is an increase, especially for the younger public in searches through LLMs instead of Google.
I have some of those numbers because since you brought it up, there's been a 20% decline in Google search. But that doesn't mean that there's a decline in search overall. It just means that 20% is coming in from other places, either on TikTok, Meta, wherever it is. So search as a starting point, being Google or Bing or whatever, is expanded because there's so many other entry points into finding information online. And obviously this past week, with OpenAI adding a buy now button, that's changed the way that search strategies have to evolve as well, because now there is no review site. There is no, you can just go and ask this AI to go find the things. And if you like what you see, you're going to buy. So I think there's a seismic shift. There's another wave coming that we haven't quite figured out yet. And it's unfolding as we go along and as all of these tools come into place. How do we prepare for that? I think having been through so many waves yourself and having lived through mobile posts and everything else that's come in, can you reflect back and give people advice on how not to panic now? Because everybody's looking at the elephant in the room and nobody's really knowing how to feed it. So what would your advice be?
In any business, you need to be ready to pivot. Don't remain attached to the past. The past is the past. What worked in the past could work in the future, maybe not that good. But if you have in front of you some signs, some evidence that the world is changing, embrace that. Here it's a lot about the mindset, in my opinion. So many people or many business owners that don't have the right mindset are falling into this trap. I did as well in the past. There's some other ways that I missed, to be honest. And this is what I learned. You need to be ready to pivot, and maybe you will fail a few times. That's fine. Failure is not, in my opinion, it's a way to learn, to become better, to improve yourself. Try to control the losses or damage control. Must be always a priority, but you need to be able to assign a small percentage of your resources at least to this new thing. And I will give you an example. In Traffic Manager, a few years back, we had a team of something like 15 developers, which was really hard to manage. Oh. And when the AI stepped in, we started to embrace the AI tools. Okay, within the 15 developers, we had some people which were not really our teammates. When the AI came in, I saw a lot of pressure from the guys. No, we cannot because the first change we did, we implemented Copilot, which was an extension from GitHub. The guys were like, no, this is making us losing too much time. We don't like it. It's hallucinating. It's giving us bugs, so on and so forth. I said, you need to train the AI. I explained, I'm not a tech. I was with them in the call. Let's train the AI together. Even if it's not my job, I was there with them. Being part of the sufferance of doing this change, because it means a lot for them. Okay, the CEO is here with us.
Adopting new tools, new tech, and actually being open to embrace that adoption in your business.
Yes.
Inside out, like whether it's you, whether it's your teammates, whoever it is, that is what we all have to be doing now, is adopting and learning.
Yeah. As a leader anyway, in your company, you need to create the right condition. Going back to your question, the changes, what we started to implement as a sort of a daily task routine, the Copilot usage, I mean. Now later, tools like, Anthropic, like Claude, and all these other tools that can be used to develop. The agents came in, which are developing. Yeah. So the team started to shorten. The guys started to leave because they didn't want to work with AI. They said, we don't want to work with AI. We don't believe into this. The AI would not help us. I like to create from the scratch because I'm not learning anything when I'm using AI. So they left the company. In the meantime, we have maybe a little bit over half of the team, but the production is 500% more.
Wow.
And the guys are working less. They are more happy. The team is smaller, but it's more like productive, where the costs shrinked quite a lot for the developers. So again, you need to embrace the change, but you need also to create the conditions for these changes.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. And if you're an affiliate manager listening to this, you need to foster that leadership bit that Florin's talking about right now in your program, because a lot of your partners are probably quite worried, thinking about their businesses. They're thinking about, how to maintain revenues. They're thinking, how's this going to change my life? Is my business valuation still good? There's a lot of problems there's a lot of solutions, but also a lot of problems that this is going to bring, because it's going to change the way that we interact online. And I think as affiliate managers, you need to be having those conversations with your partners and not just asking them, how much more traffic can you bring me? Start actually having conversations about how can we filter into some of the things that you're testing, some of the things that you're trying. How do we help you with these tests to learn? And you said it really well. Yes, you should be testing, but you don't have to go crazy. You can test within limitations to mitigate your losses as well. So really be responsible about how you're testing in your programs as well. Florin, it's super interesting to talk to another person that's been in the industry for so long, who has been through multiple waves of the internet and the transition that it's had. What do you see for the next 5 years? Because you work across multiple industries as well. Are all the industries being affected at the same kind of pace and rate, or are there early adopter industries that others are going to be learning from? Because if we can give people ideas now about which industries are really forging ahead with AI, go and have a look at them. Even if it's not your industry, you can at least start to read and learn and see what other programs are doing. Where can we direct people to actually get onto the wave?
I think for now, the only way to be, let's say, aligned with the waves, or at least try to be ready, is to go and check the various conferences where all these speakers are coming, showcasing their businesses, their knowledge. Maybe fortunately, because some of us are really forced to go out from the office, but this is pretty much the most reliable source. And then try to dig in on YouTube regarding that. Try to understand tools which are used, for example, right now in video editing and photo editing, what are coming. It could easier your life, your daily tasks a lot. You just need to understand how to put the pieces together. For example, if I would be an affiliate manager, what I would try to do is to learn more about the automation tools. You can use tools to automate on the onboarding process, for example. If you see someone that just registered, never sent the traffic, automate, put a rule, send an email after a few days, or at least as soon as they send a few clicks, send an email, say, hey, can we help with someone? Send a message. Can we help with someone? You can automate. You can, if you can't do this on your own, there are tools over there which can help you.
There were some amazing tools that we saw in Budapest doing AI avatars, but so realistic now, even with the movement of the map or the lips and the features and everything in multiple languages. And it's easy. It's like you upload your script and then the video is there. So anybody can actually use it. There's no barrier to entry anymore to actually get involved. You just need to make the decision to get involved.
Exactly. And I can give an example of an industry that I see shaping a lot. It's the cash and delivery industry, also iGaming. Yeah. Both of them are shaping a lot. And cash and delivery, for example, it's, let's say it's older than the drop shipping, and it just came back because the drop shipping created a need bigger. Now all the businesses working into this business model are like, the flow is this: you create like a landing page, you use a platform like Traffic Manager to send this. For example, let's say you are selling a smartwatch or a supplement, whatever. The affiliate can create his own landing page and sends the lead through the platform via API or via plugin, Shopify, or WooCommerce, whatever. Like we have with Traffic Manager. You send us the lead, our advertiser receives the lead, a call center needs to call. So the big bottleneck until a few months ago was the fact that if you're sending too many leads, the call center will not be able to call all these leads because they need to verify via phone that the address is correct, the order is correct, was not done by mistake, so on and so forth. Now, there are AI tools which are replying with a human voice, confirming the address, confirming the name, the phone number, and everything with the client, and then can just switch the status of the order, which will go to the fulfillment center and will leave with the courier the next day. And the same problem was in the weekends, because most of the call centers don't work in the weekends, or they have less personnel. So there are bottlenecks which are being resolved as we speak in all the industries, pretty much all the industries. You just need to keep your ears open, visit the conferences, see the various products. As you said, Lian, the conferences, they come to showcase their products. They go there, they come there. You can pretty much understand where this industry is going to if you are visiting the conferences. If you are not, then you will be one of the last people knowing about it, and it will be a little bit maybe too late.
Yeah. I have to say that I've been to quite a number of conferences this year, and I'm glad that I have. I've been to almost 30 conferences this year and in multiple different countries. And every single one that I've been to, I've either met somebody that I've had an interesting conversation with, or I have seen something or heard something on stage. And it really has fueled my own learning this year. So if you are listening to this, get out to small local conferences. If you don't have big travel budgets, get out to some of the bigger conferences and go and watch and listen to what's being spoken about on the stage, because we are living at the forefront of it right now. We're not behind. We're kind of building and flying it as we go along. It's really important to gather your knowledge from multiple different segments. You know, this podcast is a knowledge base. Our website is a knowledge base. Our events that we run are all knowledge bases. So really do try and invest in yourself and in your own development and learning, because that's the only way you're going to stay ahead this year and into next year. So as we wrap this up, I want you to, there's a lot that we've shared in this podcast already, not only the fact that you can go read your book, but what's one piece of advice that you'll give to affiliates and affiliate managers, because both of them are listening to this podcast, to future-proof their business or their program? So one piece of advice for each of them from me to round us off.
Okay, for affiliate, maybe give up the ego. And when you are testing various products and that another product is working better, I would also take into consideration contacting and negotiating my payout on the other side, saying, hey, listen, having a better communication with your affiliate manager. Hey, listen, I would like to keep running your product. We have a lot of history together. I was very happy. I did this test. I need a better payout so I can stay with my cash flow, or I need faster payouts to stay close to keep my cash flow active, let's say, or running. So yeah, give up the ego, saying no one is reading your mind. Just go there and speak for yourself. Ask. If you don't receive, it is what it is. At least you tried. For affiliate managers, try to understand the affiliates' needs as well. Communicate with them, be nice, be kind, even if someone maybe it's a little bit irritated in some days, replies in a certain way, you still need to be there, you need to be a professional, and try to teach them how to use your tools, because we as tracking platforms, not only me, all the others which are providing a tracking platform offers various variety of tools for the affiliates, right? But the affiliates don't necessarily go and dig into the platform. So you should understand, beside where is this traffic coming from, how is he monitoring his traffic to remain profitable? Yeah. For example, we had a few months back a request from someone, a client, which says, hey, my affiliate needs a connection directed with Facebook and Google to API, and you guys don't have it. And we do have it. It's in the platform. You just need to drive the affiliate. It's in this page and this page. But she said it's not there because the affiliate will not look. Yeah. It's your job to give him the tools. The affiliate just will share a problem. It's your job to anticipate even before that. That's why you should understand the affiliate traffic source, the affiliate traffic generating method a little bit more, maybe ask a little bit more questions to understand what he needs and how you could help him.
Bottom line, it boils down to just having compassion for one another and actually just being open and communicative. And sometimes it sounds so simple because you're like, I communicate with them all the time, but it's not. It's about what level of communication are you having all the time? Is it just, hi, how are you? Can you send me more traffic? Or is it, hey, what's happening in your business? Take that 5-minute favor and give that 5 minutes of time to actually find out what's going on with your partner so you can help them properly. So it has been a pleasure to have you on this podcast. I mean, you've dropped so much knowledge and information, and hopefully it helps people get ahead of the next wave that's coming. Read the book. You'll get the link in the show notes. So yeah, I'm sure, Florin, you won't mind if people contact you on LinkedIn or...
No problem at all.
Thank you so much for coming on the podcast this week and sharing your story behind the story about why you actually wrote your book. And it's been a pleasure to have you.
It's always a pleasure speaking with you, Liana. Always a pleasure seeing you in person to all the various conferences. For those of you who want the book, it's quite expensive, I know, but just keep in mind that this money are not for me. I'm just donating the money to a dog shelter here in Romania. It's something that I want to be perceived as a value by whoever is buying it, and also help give something back to the community. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Join thousands of digital marketers who trust Affyverse for the latest trends, tools, and tactics shaping affiliate success. Subscribe for free to our weekly newsletter and get expert insights from industry leaders, exclusive case studies and strategy tips, early bird invites to live and virtual events. You cannot afford to miss this. Don't fall behind. Get the news, strategy, and trends that keep your affiliate game sharp. Sign up now at affyversemedia.com and stay connected, informed, and ahead. Thanks for tuning in to the Affiliate Marketing Podcast, your insider edge to all things affiliate.